What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have the abilities and a video of the new light hero coming at Chinese New Year, Tussilago. So, she looks very strong. She looks extremely strong in multiples. So this is a hero kind of like how when Terra came out, it was like in multiples they look kind of strong, which they were at the time. They were until Carrie came out. But Tussilago looks really strong in multiples. Plus she's assassin, so there's some synergies with Rogan, things like that. Of course, 4Cs is still in the meta, so we'll have to see how it works out. But let's jump into the video first, take a look at it, and then we'll go over the skills. Alright, so let's take a look at it. I am going to mute it just because I don't know if the music in the background is copyright or anything, so we'll take a look at it. But the whispers, oh, that went fast. Decline of the Ancient Guardian Terra. Hence, a mechanical girl who inherited the guardian power of the light became into being. Man, good voice acting, right, guys? Alright, so we have her. Why don't you want to shake hands with me? Isn't handshake a way of being friendly? Yeah, your hands look a little dangerous, honestly. Alright, so justice shall prevail passive. Whenever an ally deals a critical, it restores HP to her. Or when she does as well, it looks like, so that's good. Whenever an ally uses a basic skill, there's a chance at adding a stack under their feet. Okay, that's not too bad. Basic will target the lowest HP even if they don't have one of those emblems on them. Okay. If the target has an emblem, it's going to deal extra damage. Okay. Not too bad. And it gives a stack of the emblem as well. Attack, crit, holy damage, control immunity, and speed. Wow. Gets 5 buffs. That sounds good. Punish the sinner. Selects random enemies and deals damage. Okay. So 2 random enemies. It inflicts the emblem. If there is an emblem, it deals extra. If there's 3 stacks of the emblem, it deals even more damage. And then at 5 stacks, I believe it does the damage, and then it does divine retribution, which, guys, these are considered mark damage. So if you watch this video here, I did already take a sneak peek. Watch this Russell right here in slot 4. He doesn't have unbending procced, and watch what happens when they use their active here. Boom, one shot straight through unbending. Yes, straight through unbending. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. This is mark damage. Her active ability does do mark damage, so it does not care about unbending. It can't be modified by anything. So yeah, let's jump into the skills. Okay, so let's go over the abilities. Let's start though with uphold the order. So this is the first passive. You'll notice there are 4 numbers on every one of these abilities. The first 3, of course, are for the main, as you're leveling the hero up. 3 is at max E5. The 4th number you see on all of these damage numbers, percentages, everything are for the void imprint version. So the passive skill at E5 she'll have 30% attack, 30% crit chance, 80% holy damage, 30% control immunity, and 60 speed. Of course, when you upgrade her to the void imprints, you're going to get the bonuses out of that. Pretty good. She gets 5 stats: attack, crit, and holy damage. Those seem really good. Control immunity good too. No damage reduction, but most PvP oriented heroes get the control immunity and not the damage reduction, so kind of expected. Dispel the Darkness is her second passive. 2C's basic attack deals 200% attack damage to the enemy with the lowest HP, so it targets the lowest, as all assassins seem to do. If the target has a sacred emblem, it will deal an additional attack of 200%. Basic attack has a 100% chance to inflict a stack of sacred emblem. That's good. Passive skill, Justice Shall Prevail. Whenever an ally deals critical damage, 2C restores 200% of attack HP. I'm guessing that means her attack, not who is critting, but we'll have to see. Whenever an ally uses a skill or basic attack, 2C has a 70 to 80% chance to inflict 1 stack of Sacred Emblem to 2 of the enemies that have the lowest HP. That is really good. So, before we get to the active skill, let's just talk about this. As one solo 2C, you're probably going to get 1, maybe 2 stacks maybe 3. It just depends. It depends on how easy it is to proc this, because technically in the first round you could get 5 even with only 1 2C on your team. This is a hero, because of those sacred emblems, that is going to be very, very strong in multiples. I plan on testing her with 2. I plan on testing her with 3 of them. Three of them in our team. So we'll have to see what it does. So what do these emblems do? We're marking all these lowest HP targets with emblems. What happens? Well, let's jump over to the active skill, Punish the Sinners. So, gonna select 2 random allies, but they're gonna prioritize enemies with the most stacks of sacred emblems. So that is pretty good. A smart, I mean, it's not really random. I guess it's random if there are 0 marks out. These sacred emblems are marked, but they cannot be purified or removed. So they'll always be there, which is nice. They're not a CC effect, so they can't be resisted. So they're gonna target the allies. They're gonna target the enemies that have the 2 most sacred emblems on them, and then deal 320% of damage. That's not bad. This skill deals an extra 320 to enemies who have a sacred emblem on them. If the target has at least 3 stacks of sacred emblem, this skill deals additional 320% damage. And then if there are 5 or more stacks of sacred emblem, it will remove all of them and inflict divine retribution. So we'll go over that part in a second. But you got to realize this has a potential to hit not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times on 2 targets. That is pretty solid for beating through like Unbending Will shield layers. But there's one thing we need to talk about. We were talking about how Sacred Emblem counts as a mark. Well, Divine Retribution skill effect deals 1000% attack damage. This effect cannot be a critical hit, and it cannot be reduced, increased, anything. It is a fixed damage number. Nothing affects this, and it is considered mark damage, so it can go straight through Unbending Will shields. As you see in the video, that one Russell I was pointing out, he had full health, he had all his layers of unbending, he had not procced. Divine Retribution goes off, he dies. It's kind of crazy. A lot of damage. Like I said, if you can get up to 5 stacks, that's when she's really gonna just 1-tap. Actually, 2-tap really, because if there's 2 targets with 5 or more, you're gonna target both of those with the active, and then both of them are gonna instantly get 1 shot. So as a single hero, she can be solid. As a double hero, she could be really strong, depending on how those marks go out. So there are a couple Q&A things here. Can Delacium copy this mark? The answer is no. Delacium only copies continuous damage and attribute debuffs. Marks cannot be copied. So yes, it is a mark. Will multiple 2C's marks be shared? It's a mark. They will share. That's pretty good. Does damage mean a fixed value for real damage? Not subject to any exemption. Upgraded MSS, upgraded AMB, upgraded crown cannot stop this real damage? Question mark. Yes, these effects do not affect the fixed damage of Divine Retribution. Cannot reduce it in any way, shape, or form. The damage is the damage, bypasses everything. Damage reduction, artifacts, built-in abilities that reduce damage, everything. Even Unbending Will. Is the probability of marking affected by control precision? No. Rui is to control the hit rate. The mark belongs to a special effect of the skill and has no effect with Rui. So that is good to see. My hero recovers HP when a target is dealt critical damage. Will his own critical strikes, her own, recover HP? Yes. So any critical, whether it's your own or an ally's, she will heal. Can those marks be purified? No. Divine Retribution ignores all kinds of damage reduction. Shields, such as Inosuke and Amun-Ra. So again, it bypasses shields as well. It bypasses Penny's Reflect. Wow. We have a new hero to go against Penny's in Aspen Dungeon and Unbending Will. But big butts here, guys. Big old booties. But it can be dodged. No, it can be dodged. All right, so that does mean heroes like, you know, Sword Flash can dodge it, Drake can dodge it, Carry can dodge it. Oh, carries. Carries could be a problem still. They could be. Carry might hold. This might be something that keeps Carry in the meta to help counter them. So we'll have to see how that works out. But again, I kind of think this Divine Retribution is essentially going to one-tap anybody, so long as it's not dodged, no matter what. No matter how she's built, it's probably going to work. So my chances are we're probably going to run her with a Splendid AMB with a Speed Attack Stone. Probably full gear, just give her a little bit more survivability because, as you know, usually assassins are pretty much glass cannons. So we'll probably bring her to V3, test her out, maybe V4. I think V4 is a little bit of an overkill. We'll have to see, though. V3 sounds good because it gives you the highest % chance to add a ton of sacred emblems on the battlefield, so that's really good. We're going to try her in like a Rogan, Sword Flash, 2C team. We'll try her in just like a basic team without any Transcendence heroes as well to see how that goes with some Void Imprints, but not like max Void Imprints. We'll have to see. I don't know. Hopefully this hero is pretty good. You know, we're building 3 of her on the Lights Army account. We got it, right? We got it. Maybe 4. If we get lucky with scrolls, maybe 4. We'll have to see. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you think about the hero. I cannot wait till Chinese New Year. We're going to have a big stream, so look forward for a poster we're going to post to give you all the information about the upcoming Chinese New Year stream, where we will also have an exclusive CD key for those of you that are there to try to redeem. Should be good. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.